What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's Faith Martini, and today I'm sharing with you my labor and delivery story. This video is a collab with my girl Abby. I have been able to know her on YouTube and I absolutely love her. She's awesome, guys. She posts similar content to mine. I'm going to let her introduce herself and then I'll be able to share with you my story, guys.
Hi everyone, my name is Abby Kamara and I'm so excited to be doing this video collab with my girl Faith. If you like her channel, I'm certain you'll like mine as well. I too am a single mom. I have a 10-month-old baby boy. His name is Kai. He is just the light of my life. I post videos on motherhood, lifestyle vlogs, pregnancy, and beauty. So if you're interested in any of those subjects, please go ahead and check out my channel. I also posted a video today of my labor and delivery story. So once you're done watching Faith's, go ahead and check mine out. It's a very interesting story. You won't be disappointed, I promise. And then just go ahead and comment under my video that you are from Faith's channel so I can say hi to you as well. And I hope you do subscribe and hope to see you soon. Thank you.
Now, if you're coming from Abby's channel, hey, welcome to my channel, guys. Let me know in the comments if you're coming from her channel so that I can say hi to you. So that was quite a long intro. I'm so sorry, so much to get through, but I'm gonna go ahead and share with you my labor and delivery story now. This video I shared with you my pregnancy story and coming up to 38 weeks. Now, during my pregnancy, I discussed with my OBGYN my birth plan, and of course with every single mom, when you're going into labor, you just have this vision of your labor and you just think it's going to be just wonderful. You know, it's going to be a breeze, no pain, just quick and over. Like, I watched so many videos of, you know, women who had their delivery in a car and it was over 8 minutes, and I was like, gosh, I hope mine is like that, because I just want to be done with it as quickly as possible. But of course, that's not how things happen, is it? So coming into 36 weeks, my doctor, you know, we talked about it and they told me, you know, Faith, most twins don't really make it to this stage. We might have to consider doing an induction. And so at that time, we decided to set the induction date for March 4th, 2019. And of course, I didn't want to do an induction. I was still hopeful that they would be born before that day, but that's not what happened. So so the 4th of March came and I was excited. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go into labor today. You know, my twins are gonna be delivered as quickly as possible and we'll be done with this whole ordeal and I'll be a mom finally, right? Not what happened. So on the 4th, I actually received a call from the hospital and they tell me that their computer systems are down, and so they may have to reschedule their induction. They may not be able to do it today, but they still wanted me to go in just so they can see if it works, then we'll go ahead and get started. If not, then they might just have to send me home with some pills. So I was, you know, straight from the beginning, things just did not go well and I was kind of already disappointed. So 7 p.m. comes around, the baby daddy, which I don't like using that term, so I'm going to be using the guy or the dad. He comes and he picks me up and then we go to the hospital. We get there at 7:30, we get checked in. They say that their systems are still down, so we're still gonna have to just wait to see what happens. Around 8 p.m. my parents get to the hospital as well. My mom was working, so my dad had to go pick her up, and then they got to the hospital. So then we're just all sitting there waiting for the nurses to tell me exactly what's gonna happen. So I think it was around 9 or 10 is when it was around 9 that they finally came back and told us that their systems were up and running, so they'll be able to do the induction. So it was a go. I was excited. Let's go in. Let's get me hooked up. Let's get these babies out, right? So now we go into the room. I get changed into the gown, and then I'm just sitting there waiting for the nurse to actually come and start the process. Now you have to forgive me because I forgot all of the drugs, all of the names. I forgot all of them, so I'm going to share the story to the best of my recollection. So they come, and I think the first thing that they started me with was the Pitocin, and so they get me started on an IV drip, and on an IV drip with the Pitocin. And they told me that they're gonna have to run this for 12 hours. So they sent me this at around 11 p.m. on Monday. So I'm like, okay, so hopefully things will progress and the babies will come out. So 11 p.m. we go through the night, and then the next day 11 a.m. and now not much happened, right? So they check me to see how dilated I am, and oh my gosh, that process of them checking for dilation is just the most uncomfortable process ever. Like, they just went all up in there, and I'm like, how far were they just it was bad. So they checked, and they could see that I was not dilated as far. I think when I first came into the hospital, of course nothing was happening. My water had not broken. I wasn't dilated at all, so I was starting from zero. So when they checked me on Tuesday morning, I think I may have been at 2 centimeters dilated. Of course, that's not much, right? So they're like, okay, so they moved me to the next stage, and I think that was that they actually started another drug, and with this one it was actually a vaginal insertion. So I forgot the name of this drug, but they just put it inside my vagina to, of course, get the labor going even more. They put this in, and I have it in for about 4 hours, and still nothing. Absolutely nothing is happening. Now, at some point during this, they actually put in a catheter as well, so that I don't have to keep getting up and going to the toilet. Oh, excuse me. So they put in a catheter, and I mean, I had a lot of different things on me, and so it was like the IV drip, the NST belts were on me, everything. So they didn't want me to keep moving up or in and out of the bed. So they put me the catheter, and I actually liked it because I didn't have to worry about going to the bathroom. Everything was just happening. Oh my gosh. So so this was around so they put in, oh gosh, I'm like all over the place, but they put in the little peel inside of my vagina after like around, I don't know if it was 12 or something at that time, and then let it in for about 4 hours, I think, and then they put in my catheter as well, so that I didn't have to go to the bathroom. And then so I'm just waiting for this to go on, and at this point my their dad was not there. He was doing his things. I didn't want him to be in there. Nothing was happening. So he would text me like, how far along are you? And I'm like, oh, nothing's happening. My parents were calling me all the time. Oh, Faith, is anything going on? Nope, nothing's happening. Oh my gosh, it was just such a slow process. So Tuesday goes on, and this is just every few hours checking to see how far dilated I am, putting in different pills, trying different methods to get me dilated. I wasn't as active. As I mentioned, I didn't want me to be moving around too much, so I wasn't able to do all those bouncy ball things that people do during labor to try to get things moving along. So come Wednesday morning, nothing has happened so far. They check how far dilated I am, and I think I was at 4 centimeters dilated. 2 days I've been in the hospital now, and I'm just at 4 centimeters. I was getting discouraged and also tired and impatient. I just wanted it to be over, honestly. And so they decide to try something different, and I think it was another pill, and I'm sorry, like I forgotten everything, but I think they tried and either another pill or some other drug to see if that will help me move my contractions and get me moving, but still not that much progress. And then I think it was around 12 that they finally decided that they were just going to break my waters to see if that will result in more progress. But so they actually grabbed their little hook thing. Of course, again, they go all the way in there. They were still pretty high up, I guess. So they go all the way in, and then they plug my amniotic sac, and all this water just gushes out. It was just such a surreal experience. I really wanted to experience everything, but I feel like I was just robbed. Oh my gosh, I didn't experience the water breaking by itself. But so they plug it, and my water breaks, and we just hope that this will move things along. And they check me, I think an hour later they check me, and I'm at 5 centimeters dilated. And this was like Wednesday around 1 or 2 p.m. So they leave me on for a little bit to see if anything else is going to happen. And then around 4 p.m. they come back again and check me again, and I haven't moved. Nothing has happened. The babies have not progressed. And I forgot to mention this, but like I think it was a few hours before they decided to actually give me my epidural before they broke my water, because they thought that once they broke the water, everything is gonna go fast from there and I'm gonna deliver. So they gave me my epidural to help me so that I don't have to so that we don't wait until it's too late and then I can't get it. So they gave me the epidural, and then they broke my water, hoping that some progress would have taken place, but nothing did. And then around 4 p.m. the doctor comes in, they check me again, nothing has progressed. So they decide, so we have the conversation, Faith, we've tried everything, but nothing is happening. The babies are not moving. Since you broke your water, we just have to kind of think about doing a C-section at this point. And of course, as I mentioned, I had a plan, right? I'm going to go in, it's going to be vaginal, it's going to be quick, I'm going to be out. But that's not what happened. So when he told me that we might have to do a C-section, I was a little bit discouraged. So I called their dad and I'm like, we may have to do a C-section. Of course, that he also didn't want a C-section either. I called my parents as well, and I tell them I may have to do a C-section. Can you get here by 5 p.m. because that's when we're gonna go in for the C-section. So I tell them that, and then we wait a few minutes, and then I tell the doctors that I'm gonna go ahead and just do the C-section. So around 5 p.m. and this is where everything just started going really fast. A little bit before 5 p.m. one of the heartbeats started to drop. So they noticed that, and they were like, okay, Faith, we have to go to the operating room right now. So then they take me to the operating room at 5 p.m. They start to get me prepped for surgery. My parents still had not gotten there, and I'm just worried. I'm like, oh my gosh, I wanted to be able to record this moment. Nobody's here to record it. Oh my gosh, I was so disappointed. The whole time I'm just like thinking, oh my gosh, my parents are not here yet. They're gonna miss everything. The dad is not here. He's gonna miss everything. So at 5 I go in. A few minutes later, I think my parents actually were able to make it there on time. And then at 5:27, Hodawi is born. He comes out wailing. And then 5:28, Milambo is born as well. And I'm like, just like that, it's done. They're all out. And gladly my parents were there. My mom was there, because you can't really have that many people in the operating room. My mom was there, the dad was there. They were able to take pictures of the babies. Then they actually showed me the babies as well, and I'm just like, surreal. I cannot believe I'm a mom. And then after I see the babies, I just pass out. Like, I was in so much, I had so many drugs, the anesthesia, everything else. I just pass out, and then I wake up and I'm in another room at around 6 p.m. And this is like the waiting area before you actually go into the mother's room. So I'm just like I'm just there, and I'm seeing my babies. I'm seeing my babies, and I cannot believe it. I cannot believe that I'm a mom finally. Gosh, Wednesday 5 p.m. is when everything actually happened after being there since Monday. Like, it's crazy that it took so long, but I was just so taken back by them. I just couldn't stop looking at them and thinking I'm a mom. Like, before, when I was pregnant, I could not believe I was pregnant, and then now the babies are here and I can't believe I'm a mom. So then around 6 p.m. they actually take us to the mother's room, and they put bracelets on the babies. Well, they actually think they already did that before. They put bracelets on the babies, and they have everything set up there. So we just stay there, and I think I actually stayed at the hospital for about 4 days, and so that was from Wednesday to around Sunday. So I stayed there for till Sunday, and then after Sunday I decided that I just didn't want to be there anymore. They actually wanted me to stay there even longer, but I couldn't take it. So I ended up leaving the hospital on Sunday. Oh my gosh. I still could not believe I was a mom. It's crazy. It was just crazy. And then, of course, the next part of this story is going to be me just sharing with you how I was able to survive motherhood as a single mom. So definitely stay tuned, guys. I am doing a series of videos where I am sharing with you my motherhood journey, starting from when I found out I was pregnant, which I already posted that video, guys. If you haven't seen it, it's right here. And then going on to this video that I'm just sharing with you right now, the labor and delivery. And then I'm going to be sharing with you how I survived motherhood, and how you can too if you're a single mom or if you're a new mom. And then also how much it actually cost me to deliver my boys, my breastfeeding journey. I have a bunch of different videos that I'm going to be posting, so definitely stay tuned. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button, guys. If you did like this video, comment down below. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to remember all of the terms. I just forgot everything. Okay, mom brain in action right now. But I appreciate you tuning in and staying through the whole video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next one.